Long ago, Nianga, the son of Chief Tangwena, journeyed from what is now known as Malawi to a land that would become part of modern-day Zimbabwe. Drawn to the breathtaking mountains and lush landscapes, he settled there, establishing his chiefdom and naming the land Nianga after himself. It is said that Chief Nianga formed a unique bond with a mermaid who dwelled in the mystical waters of Pungwe Falls. He set up a sacred altar along the Nyanga River, where he would commune with both the mermaid and ancestral spirit mediums. In time, the mermaid emerged from her watery realm and invited Nianga's family to join her beneath the waves, a gesture perhaps meant to seal their friendship or even to invite companionship in her underwater world, fulfilling the pact they had forged. And so, the mountains of Nianga became a sacred place, forever tied to spirits and ancient mysteries. Mount Nyangani, Zimbabwe's highest peak, is a place shrouded in fog and legend. Rising over 2,500 meters, it's revered by locals who call it the Mountain of Spirits. Located in Nianga National Park, hikers are drawn to the breathtaking views, but locals know it as a mythical place where people have vanished without a trace. Stories of strange occurrences on the mountain date back to pre-colonial Zimbabwe, with the mountain itself believed to hold mystical energy. Some call it cursed, others believe it to be a portal to other worlds. For generations, local Shona communities have passed down warnings about the mountain. Elders advise travelers to tread carefully, avoid whistling, and never wear red clothing. They say when you come across a strange, colorful snake, a smoldering clay pot with no fire in sight, or a brick of gold, it's best to pretend you have not seen anything and move on. According to local lore, these actions can anger the spirits that dwell there. People who ignore these customs often find themselves lost, or worse, vanishing into thin air, never to be seen again. The mountain's misty slopes, dense forest, and sudden weather changes are said to hide beings that defy explanation. To many, it's a sacred realm where the spirit world and ours collide. Mount Nyangani's reputation for disappearances is not just myth. Over the years, hikers, locals, and even soldiers have gone missing while on its trails, never to be seen again. A senior government official in the early 1980s said he once got lost for nearly 4 days when he was a young man. But when he was eventually found, he claimed he had been wandering on the mountain for just a few hours. He said he was not hungry, nor did he show any signs of fatigue or dehydration. Traditional leaders in that area apparently played a major role in his reappearance because some cultural rites had been performed to appease the spirits surrounding this mystical mountain. One of the most famous cases occurred in 1981 when 2 young daughters of a government official vanished while hiking with their family. Search parties combed the mountain, but no trace of them was ever found. Locals say had the parents sought ancestral spiritual help from the traditional leaders, the children, who were said to be in a state of suspension, would have been returned. A few years later, in 1986, a 12-year-old boy named Robert Ackhurst vanished in that mountain whilst on a school trip. He too has since not been located. It is said his teacher was so distraught by the situation that he ended up taking his life from the unending grief of having lost a pupil in his charge on the mountain. In recent years, the most publicized disappearance was of 31-year-old businessman Zaid Dada, who became separated from his family and friends as the weather quickly deteriorated on a hiking trip. Zaid was in the company of his wife and another couple when they climbed halfway up the mountain. The couple and his wife gave up while Zaid decided to proceed alone. According to a parks official, Zaid was spotted by other hikers who were on their way down while walking along a stream on the mountain, and from there he was never seen again. A rescue team was dispatched into the mountain and they painstakingly combed the commonly used path to the peak of the mountain. They searched the mountain top and back down again the same path, but did not find any sign of Zaid. Since the fateful day, efforts to locate Zaid have proved fruitless, and even a search by an Air Force of Zimbabwe helicopter has yielded nothing. Traditional healers even converged at the mountain and carried out rituals, hoping to appease the spirits of the revered mountains to no avail. Thomas Geisford, a second-year human science student, chose to come to Zimbabwe after winning the Wallace Watson Award Lectures, which encourages and assists undergraduate and graduate members of the college to undertake expeditions or travels of a challenging nature in a mountainous or remote area. Geisford had climbed to the summit of the mountain as part of the award's objective to gain a greater ability and self-confidence in handling physical and mental adversity and a better appreciation of other cultures and ways of life. Geisford claimed that he was caught in a mist as soon as he reached the summit of the mountain. He started getting uncomfortable and scared after heavy rain started falling. The fog engulfed the whole place, and surprisingly it was in the afternoon, around 3 p.m. He could not see anything. He was confused. He lost his way down and pitched tent. He slept in fear, confusion, and anxiety under heavy rains. He met several snakes and nocturnal animals that he never dared disturb. Geisford prayed and slept there for 10 hours. Several scary snakes approached him. He never disturbed them. They came in numbers, but he stood still. Various animals frequented the place, and he could see shining red eyes of several animals staring at him. His character was tested. He remained steadfast. He woke up the following morning after the fog had cleared. He climbed down before he proceeded to Leopard Rock on foot. Geisford said before he climbed up the mountain, villagers in surrounding areas had warned him against the idea since Dada had disappeared after embarking on a similar task. Concerned villagers had also advised him about other strange and unusual things that took place in the past. Despite extensive searches by authorities and local guides, many missing people on the mountain are never found. The mountain's terrain is challenging, with steep slopes and dense forests. Even experienced trackers have struggled to navigate the terrain, which seems to change subtly, leading them in circles. Search teams report eerie silences and a feeling of being watched. Rescue operations face unexplained obstacles. Radios malfunction, GPS devices lose signal, and the mountain's fog can close in suddenly, disorienting anyone caught in its grip. The disappearances have sparked a range of theories. Some believe geological anomalies in the area might cause magnetic disturbances, confusing hikers. Others suggest that hidden caves or sinkholes may account for some disappearances. However, such natural explanations can't account for the bizarre details. Many locals are convinced that supernatural forces are at work. Some claim the mountain is a portal to other dimensions or that it's home to powerful ancestral spirits. In Shona culture, the mountain is considered the dwelling place of ancestral spirits, a sacred threshold between the earthly and the spiritual realm. According to tradition, the spirits guard the mountain and do not welcome trespassers. They are said to call to travelers who wander off the main path, leading them away from safety. This belief is deeply ingrained in the local culture, and many view the mountain as a place to be respected, not challenged. The spirits are protectors of the land, defending it from intrusion. Many who visit the mountain report unusual experiences. Hikers describe seeing shadowy figures lurking in the mist or hearing voices when no one else is around. Some travelers have seen ghostly apparitions or flickering lights that appear in the distance, only to vanish upon closer inspection. These eerie encounters fuel the mountain's eerie reputation. Those who manage to escape the mountain often report losing track of time. Some claim they wandered for hours, only to find themselves back at their starting point, as if in a trance. Locals say that when one feels the mountain's pull, staying calm and focused is key. Traditional rituals and offerings are said to appease the spirits and help travelers find their way back. Yet, even seasoned guides admit they feel an inexplicable fear while on the mountain. They describe it as a chilling presence that seems to follow them, lingering in the shadows. Despite the disappearances, Zimbabwe's government maintains that Mount Nyangani is safe for visitors. However, they caution travelers to respect local beliefs and customs. Guides are instructed to stay on well-marked trails, and visitors are encouraged to heed the warnings of the local people. But the mountain's allure continues to draw adventurous souls. For officials, the mountain's mystery is both a blessing and a curse, as it brings tourism but also perpetuates stories of vanishings. Some argue more should be done to ensure visitor safety. The disappearances remain unsolved, a testament to the mountain's mystical and dangerous reputation. To the Shona, it is a sacred place that must be respected. Whether the missing are lost to natural dangers, hidden realms, or spirits, Mount Nyangani stands as a reminder of forces beyond human understanding, a place where mysteries live on. Visitors continue to flock to the mountain, drawn by its beauty and legends, even as the tales of those who vanished without a trace linger in the air, adding to its haunting legacy. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more mysteries. Join us as we continue to explore the world's dark and unexplained secrets.